is John Cova with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. And in this episode I'm going to share with you guys actually what I juice personally when celery is out of stock at the local store, right? There's been a mad rush on the celery to the extent that celery prices have doubled and in some cases even tripled, you know, on a wholesale level and from what I'm seeing, even on a retail level. And even worse, for those of you guys that want to do the medical medium celery juice in the morning, you guys go to your local store and they're just out of celery. I've been to several organic stores, like health food stores, and they're just out of stock on celery. They're like, we don't have any more. This one guy came in and bought it all. That wasn't me. So the challenge arises if you want to stick on the medical medium program, you don't have celery juice, what do? Guess what? If you want to stick on the medical medium celery juice program, you don't have, that are out of celery at one store, you got to go to different stores until you find one that actually has a celery juice. Maybe if you go to 5 or 6 stores and they're still out of celery juice, you're like, you know what, I'm not going to another store. Then you might want to do this. Now, this is not a substitute for the medical medium celery juice. Celery juice is the only thing the medical medium recommends. This is my take and my opinion and what I'm juicing. And instead of celery, because celery got also really expensive, right? I got these romaine hearts, so I'm going to be doing straight romaine heart or straight lettuce juice. SLJ, straight lettuce juice. Maybe this will become a big thing like the celery juice is, but you know, I want to let you guys know that I believe that there are power in all the different fruits and vegetables, right? Each different fruit or vegetable has its unique properties, and you know, there's some properties in some fruits and vegetables that are better than others. And you know, as well as celery juice is, and there's so many people getting testimonials and benefits of the celery juice, I want to explain, in my opinion, why this is occurring. And then also explain how you can juice lettuce juice actually in my best-selling juicer. That's, you know, I get many people buying a juicer for celery juice and they end up with this one based on the video I've made. I'll put a link down below where I actually compare all the different major brand juicers and styles of juicers to juice celery. And this is my favorite for you know, making the celery juice. That being said, you need to properly use the machine. You can't just haphazardly stick celery stalks in and use the pusher. This machine is going to clog up and jam up on you, so please watch the video that I made below where I show how I process the celery, which I will be doing the same thing with the lettuce today. Now, in my opinion, the reason for the benefits of the celery juice are many, right? Number one, if you're drinking straight celery juice straight in the morning, first thing, before you eat anything else, number one, juice is probably the easiest thing for your body to digest. So you're taking a load of digestion off your body when you're not eating your ham and eggs, your cereal, your toast, your oatmeal, or whatever else. Juice is way easier, and in my opinion, compared to most things you'd be eating for breakfast, that Americans eat especially, celery juice is infinitely better. And this is why I believe, you know, you give your body something good, it's, you know, things are going to start happening. Another reason why I believe celery juice is helping so many people is because of the water content. You know, people live dehydrated lives. We need to have hydration, and in my opinion, the best hydration comes from the fruits and vegetables. I basically, when I'm not traveling, I exclusively drink, you know, and get my liquids from fruits and vegetables now. So I'm glad I'm able to do that finally. So whether I'm juicing them or whether I'm basically supplementing water out of my fruits and vegetables and drinking the water, that's a whole other topic. You know, that's how I get my hydration, and fruit and vegetable juices are one of the best ways to do that. And along with the hydration, you're also getting a whole nutrient package. Nutrient packages are amazing. The plants literally take the water from nature, they bring it up into their little vascular system, and they create things, you know, because the sun hits the plant, and plants, fruits and vegetables are literally chemical factories. They make all different kinds of chemicals. Minerals may be coming up from the ground, so the plant is storing different trace minerals that you may be deficient in. In addition, there's vitamins that are being created, as well as different phytonutrients and phytochemicals. These are the properties in the fruits and vegetables that may give it antioxidant content, that may give it, you know, different kind of pigments that are really good for us. It creates all these long-sounding, you know, sterols and stanols and all these big long words, zeaxanthins, anthocyanthins, lutein, all these big long words. Basically, you don't really need to know what they are, but you need to know that each vegetable makes different ones. And as much as there's ones in celery that, you know, may prevent cancer and may do this, may do that, Other vegetables are great too. So, you know, as I sell a lot of juicers, and the reason why I'm making this video is because a lot of people just say, John, I just want a juicer to make the celery juice. And then they don't juice anything else, and I think that's a waste of the juicer. Hey, if you guys want to make celery juice in the morning and drink celery juice, that's great. Hey, why don't you make a lettuce juice in the afternoon? Of course, the medical medium also recommends cucumber juice, so if they're out of celery, you also might want to look for the cucumbers in the market. Just make a straight cucumber juice, which this machine will juice as well. But today I'm talking about the romaine lettuce, and you know I've been living a lifestyle where I eat fruits and vegetables predominantly, you know, for the last 24 years, and I do a lot of research. And basically this, and I'll put a link down below to the link where you guys could see this for yourself, where I compare the nutrition facts from celery to lettuce, to romaine lettuce here. Once again, and we compare the nutrition facts, you know, for calories, cholesterol, you know, vitamins and minerals, proteins, amino acids, other nutrients, including even, I have this side has essential fats on there. It's pretty small, you guys can't really see it. But in general, what I'll tell you guys is this, you know, celery is a vegetable, but more specifically, it's a stalk vegetable, or it's a stem vegetable, right? In every part of the plant, different nutrients accumulate in different parts of the plant. You know, according to this test here, you know, things like certain vitamins are higher in a leaf plant such as the lettuce, whereas in some cases like certain minerals such as sodium is higher in celery. But overall, in my opinion, based on the nutrition analysis here of celery versus lettuce, romaine lettuce, lettuce is a lot more nutritious. Not to say that you should never drink celery again. Oh, the other reason why I believe celery works for people is because, you know, it's a green food, right? Green food can help, basically, we'll just say, enhance your digestive system if your digestion fire is not that powerful, you know, as will other green style juices. And when you guys do pick out celery, try to get ones with some leaves on there, because that has different nutrients in it than just the celery stalks, which I think is what is mostly juice. Now, the celery leaves, when you juice them, will also make your juice a bit more bitter, but, you know, that's probably a good thing, all right? Anyways, you know, so as you guys just learned, once again, link is down below if you want to see the nutrition comparison. You know, romaine lettuce, even more nutritious than celery. Will you get the same benefits if you juice the lettuce, you know, than if you drink the celery? I'm not going to tell you guys that. I will tell you guys that if you drink celery juice, you're going to get celery juice benefits, and if you drink lettuce juice, you're going to get lettuce juice benefits. They may be the same or different. So I want you guys to include more fresh fruit and vegetable juices, especially the vegetable juices, in your diet now. In my opinion, you know, the more you can start excluding junk food, fast food, junk food, animal products in excess, and include more juices, then your health will improve, in my opinion. So with that, what we're going to juice today are romaine hearts, and I basically got these Earthbound Farm organic romaine hearts, 3-pack for $1 on sale near me. Now that's an amazing price, so in this case, this is even cheaper for me to make than the celery juice, which is now running maybe $2.29 on a good day to $2.99 or even more for a head of celery. Now, the other thing I want to share is that, in general, about 1 pound of produce will make approximately, depends on your juicer, depends on the produce and all this kind of stuff, will approximately make 1 cup of juice, more or less, depending if you have a juicer that's efficient or not. So if you need to make 16 ounces of juice on the medical medium program, you want to go ahead and weigh out your celery before you buy it in the store. Make sure it's at least 2 pounds so that you're going to be assured you get about that 16 ounces that he recommends you guys drink. Also, you know, if you're buying celery by the head, which is the way that's most often sold, you want to, you know, I'm kind of anal. I go to the celery and I pick out all the biggest ones and I take it to the scale and I weigh it. Oh, this one's 2.5 pounds. This one's only 1.75 pounds. Then I'm going to buy all the largest celeries, because I've also noticed celeries, they used to be pretty big. Now they're getting smaller and smaller, and many organic celeries now, because the U.S. cannot keep up with the demand, are coming from Mexico. So any case, we're going to juice romaine today, and I basically have 2 3-packs of romaine here. This is about 2 pounds, 10 ounces. It cost me a total of $2, and we're going to juice that in the Omega VSJ843. This is the vertical slow juicer. This is the kind of juicer I like if you want to save time, but also maintain high levels of nutrition, unlike those high-speed machines that probably wouldn't juice lettuce as efficiently as this machine. And also, basically based on scientific studies, some of the, you know, polyphenol and antioxidant content is significantly lower in a high-speed machine. So I want to encourage you guys to get the right machine, whether you guys are going to get the top of the line VSJ vertical juicer, or if you want to, not spend as much and get a shine juicer, which is a good low-end entry model machine, and check my other videos. I'll put a link down below for that video. You guys should do it. So anyways, we're going to juice romaine lettuce. Now to juice lettuce, celery, or any other leafy green that has a nice long stalk here that may have fibers that can stop up a vertical juicer, you should pre-cut it. So I mean, it's really easy to pre-cut here, and I just cut it right down the line. If you're cutting celery, then I would recommend cutting it into 1/8" pieces optimally, but minimum 1/4" pieces. I like to tell everybody 1/8" because some people think that 1/8" is quite big still, and you don't want to be cutting your celery up into like 1" pieces in a vertical juicer. That may cause some challenges. So I always want to encourage you guys to do the best. So as you guys can see, we got this lettuce chopped up. We're going to turn this machine around, runs at a low and slow 43 revolutions per minute. This machine is also easy for me to clean. It takes me about 3 minutes. And we're just going to go ahead and put the lettuce into the feed chute. Now, the thing you're noticing me not do is use the pusher. I didn't take this lettuce, put it in there, and then I use the pusher to like tamp it down. I'm just pushing the lettuce in there, and I'm putting all the leafy parts of the lettuce first, right? They go in first, and then at the end, after I put all the leafy stuff in, then I'm going to be putting the stalk of the lettuce that's going to help kind of push all this soft lettuce material through the machine. Little by little, it's starting to juice here. So yeah, now we got all down to the little stalks here of the lettuce. That really helps get this juice out. Now this juice is going to be a lot more deeper green than a celery juice would. So guess what that means? That means that there's going to be more chlorophyll in this juice. In addition, nutrient very important, especially if you're pregnant, is folate, not folic acid, but folate. Folic acid is actually the artificial form of folate that's man-made. I prefer to get my folate from my vegetables. So the lettuce and other leafy greens are significantly more higher in folate than, say, the celery juice. Alright, so that's how easy we juiced one head of the romaine lettuce so far. And what we're going to do to save you guys time is we're just going to go ahead and juice all this lettuce for you guys in fast forward mode. And we're going to come back at you when I'm done and share with you guys how the process went, as well as I'm going to go ahead and taste test the romaine lettuce juice straight up. Alright, so I'm just about done juicing all that romaine lettuce, 6 little hearts in the Omega VSJ843. It has gone amazingly. Once again, you want to just take handfuls at a time, dump it in the feed chute, and give the machine some time to work before adding the next one, right? If you try to feed this machine too fast, it may clog up, jam, or give you some issues. So you got to take your time. And on the last handful that I'm putting in, I'm making sure I'm putting in like the stalk part, the lower end of the romaine at the bottom. And then what you want to remember is when you put that last handful of the celery or the romaine or whatever you're juicing in the Omega VSJ or other vertical juicers, actually, you want to just put the stuff in and not just, okay, I put the stuff in and turn the machine off. You want to let it run another 30 seconds, maybe even a minute, because there is produce still up at the top that's working its way down the auger, that's getting crushed up, and literally the juice getting squeezed out. And that's another reason why the juicing is so beneficial. Literally, it liberates the nutrition from some of the fiber, right? There's two kinds of fiber. There's soluble and insoluble fiber. When you're juicing, you're removing the majority of the insoluble fiber, but the soluble fiber is soluble in water. It stays in the juice. We need fiber in our diets, and I don't necessarily recommend living on a juice-only diet for any long period of time, but I think juicing is a healthy addition to a fiber-rich plant-based diet myself. So this has been running a little bit, and so when you remove the fiber, basically your body is easier able to digest and absorb the nutrition in the lettuce. Like if you just ate the lettuce and chewed it 2 chews and swallowed, you wouldn't get a lot of food value out of lettuce. Unfortunately, my dad does this. He eats salads, which is healthy, but he doesn't chew things well, and then basically if you look in the toilet bowl, you'll see whole pieces of lettuce come out, right? And that means you're really not getting nutrition from that, and that's why I like the juicing so much. It literally breaks down and extracts all the nutrition. I mean, look at this juice that we made today. I mean, I have nearly 28 ounces of straight lettuce juice, SLJ. We're going to go ahead and turn this machine off, and we're going to go ahead and drink that for you guys on the camera, let you guys know what it tastes like. Now, I do want to let you guys know that the Omega does come with two plastic catch cups. I do like to use glass for, not the pulp catch, but for the juice catch. And actually, this one is really cool. It's from IKEA, for those of you guys want to get what I got. It fits right under the spout, and then I actually have a sieve. The VSJ does not come with a sieve, so you want to take the extra pulp out, which this, as a vertical auger, makes the lowest amount of pulp compared to other vertical auger juicers that I have tested. This sieve is actually fits this container perfectly. It's actually from a Tribest Slow Star juicer. And we're just going to go ahead and strain out any final juice in there. You guys can see we did make some excess foam. Foam is generated when you're juicing lots of leafy greens, so we could reduce this by maybe juicing romaine with celery. But once again, that's not the medical medium protocol. I'm just doing straight lettuce today. And this is what it looks like. So before I pour, well, let's go ahead and pour this juice out. Look at that, nice, deep, rich green juice. I mean, this is a classic green juice, straight lettuce. We're going to go ahead and taste this on camera for you guys. I'm really impressed. Basically, it was 2 pounds, 10 ounces of lettuce that made 28 ounces of juice. So that's actually quite a good yield. And the nice hearts were literally reduced to this. This is mostly just the fiber, and if we just take this fiber, we'll take a whole bunch in my hand. We're going to squeeze that out for you. Now, as you guys can see, we still get a little juice out, but the machine was super effective at basically breaking down the lettuce and, you know, and getting most of the juice out. So here it is, nice, deep, rich, chlorophyll-rich romaine heart lettuce juice. Wow. So I taste that like lettuce kind of like flavor that's usually in the stock, but I love eating lettuce stalks. Like, that's my favorite part of the lettuce, actually. But this is a nice mild juice, so I mean, in my opinion, this juice is better than many celery juices I have tasted in the past, although some celery juices could taste more mild. That being said, you know, according to the scientific studies here and the nutritional assays, the lettuce juice is even more nutritious than celery. So, you know, I want to encourage you guys to, you know, if you're juicing celery in the morning, hey, that's great. If they're out of celery, you go to 5 stores, you still can't find celery, get some romaine to juice it. It's a new taste sensation, and it's going to offer different benefits, and maybe some of the same, as the celery juice. If any of you guys, you know, get on a lettuce juice, hey, please leave comments down below. Let me know, you know, your experiences on straight lettuce juice. I've been juicing all kinds of fruits and vegetables now for the last 24 years, and I've seen many different benefits from them. Last thing I want to do, I want to show you guys actually what ends up in the juicer when you're done, because this is another comment or concern that I get with many people. So we're going to go ahead and take this machine apart. And so underneath, you guys can see it's mostly empty, and your results may vary, right? You might have more or less pulp left in the machine after you're done, depending if you're putting things in too fast, pushing it down, which you shouldn't be doing, and if you let the machine run for a little bit of time after you're done juicing. So as you guys can see, this auger, you know, there is some pulp on here. It's mostly broken down fairly well, and then of course underneath the auger, there's a whole bunch of pulp underneath here that gets stuck. This is completely normal, so don't be alarmed. You know, this juicer does leave some pulp in there that does not get wrung through the machine, but nonetheless, in many efficiency tests I've done, this machine is still fairly efficient. And then inside the screen here, you guys can see there's some pulp inside there that just needs to get washed off. And the nice thing I like about the VSJ over every other vertical juicer that we sell at discount juicers, if you notice the screen, many vertical auger juicers, like, there'll be stuff stuck in the screen. The screen will push out the pulp, but this screen does not seem to get ground in pulp in it when you're done, for the most part, or, well, it gets less ground in pulp than other juicers, so this saves me like a minute on cleaning with the VSJ. And then finally, you guys can see here the bowl at the end, which, you know, is not much pulp in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Juicing straight lettuce juice in the VSJ. This is my first meal of the day. I'm drinking 28 ounces of straight lettuce juice. This is a green juice. I'd say celery is a green juice, but it's a lighter green juice. I want to encourage you guys to juice all kinds of leafy greens, you know, to get the health benefits that they can provide. Every different fruit and vegetable has different phytonutrients, phytochemicals, vitamins, and minerals. and can be quite beneficial for you, especially if you're still eating processed foods and junk foods. Lettuce juice still way healthier than almost anything else you guys could eat. So anyways, that's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode juicing straight lettuce juice, giving you guys an alternative to celery, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. That'll encourage me to do more videos, because I juice pretty much on a regular basis myself, to encourage you guys about juicers, and also I test and compare juicers. Also, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please support me and my work by making your purchase at discountjuicers.com. This allows me to continue to pay my light bill, buy my $1 on sale romaine hearts organic, so I could make lettuce juice and make these videos for you guys, as well as all the valuable comparisons that I have done in the past and will do in the future. So I, thank you guys for those of you guys that have supported me by making your purchase at Discount Juicers, and thank you guys in advance for those of you guys that will purchase from me. I hope my videos have been valuable for you guys to basically help you choose the right juicer for you. Because I only got into juicing because I almost lost my life, and juicing, as well as other dietary changes, has really helped me turn my health around, and I want to basically give back and help others do the same, because I believe juicing is probably the best, a juicer is the best kitchen appliance you guys could have to increase your health, in my opinion. Also, we do have a price match policy at discountjuicers.com, and we don't charge sales tax outside the state of Nevada. So if you find a lower price at another store, remember they're going to charge you sales tax, so we will match their total delivered price, and beat it in some cases if we are able. So let me know before you buy from another retailer. That being said, I want to encourage you guys to support me at full price so I continue my mission, my work. But I'm glad to match prices if I need to do that to earn your business, aside from, giving you guys all this information that other retailers simply are not doing, and telling you guys the truth about juicers. I tell it like it is. This is the machine that sits on my counter that I juice with, that I like over all the juicers that I sell at this point, and maybe it'll be your favorite as well. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on my new and upcoming episodes. I've come out every 5 to 7 days in a row. Show up what new juicers I'll be comparing, or other appliances I'll be sharing with you guys, so that you guys can get more fresh fruits and vegetables in you in the best method possible. Make sure you click the little bells to get notified as those new videos come out. And a special for you guys that waited to the end here, if you guys are going to get the VSJ843 from discountjuicers.com, you can use the coupon code OMEGA, OMEGA 20. That's all capitals, capital O, capital M, capital E, capital G, capital A, and 20 with no spaces in the coupon code box at checkout for a $20 discount. So you guys can save a little bit of money on the VSJ843 and get the best juicer that I've determined for celery, as well as juicing in general for being a vertical juicer. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.